comes up almost directly from the south. That's when they have usually the tornadoes that hit Morgan County and stuff up there. So usually if it seems like it comes from out west, that plateau breaks up a lot of it, which is good for us, I guess.
Good morning, Lee. KM4AKE. You sure how to know how to make an entrance. As soon as you checked in, I had all kinds of house rattling.
We're out of power right now, the last half hour. I'm monitoring the Hammy bands.
That's me. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. I understand you had some damage to your house last night, Lee. I hope it's not bad.
Well, I don't know yet. I ain't been out there. I ain't going out there till later because I got church function at 10:30. But anyway, the siding has been loose. You know, we just got that white vinyl siding, and it's been loose. And I put it back, and it comes a big windstorm, and it loosens it back up. And I go out there and slab it back on. I reckon I'm going to have to put some screws in it. I've tried to avoid that, but I'm going to have to put some white-headed screws in it just to keep it on the side of the house, I reckon.
Guys, I know we've got about 4 of us in here now. I'm going to bail out for a few minutes. I need to go refill my coffee cup. And anyway, good to hear you guys. I hope everybody stays safe and has a good day. I know it's going to be kind of tough for some people. A lot of people been without power. I was telling my son-in-law has been out working all night. He works for HEB, and you know, I mean, it's bad being in a storm, but when you got thunder or lightning, you know, crashing all around you, that's not a good thing being that high up in the air working on poles. But anyway, I guess we just need to pray for all the people out working, all the emergency people, everyone, no matter what they're doing. And anyway, I'll get out here and I'll be back in a little while. So I'll say 73 to all of you. Hope you have a great day. Be safe. AG4OT.
History on a while back,
Mike.
guys.
Don't run off because I come in here. I just heard you guys talking, heard you and Matlock and Bart. So y'all have a good one. KM4AKE standing by.
I bought this on Amazon for like $12 one time back in 2018 or 2019 it was, but yeah, this thing, it was 2017 it was. This has the program on. This came from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I got this back in Utah. Let's see. So we had some reports on that were talking about people have been out of power. So far, mine's been out of power for the last half hour. Well, we're actually... This came from North Carolina, eastern North Carolina, and when I got it in Utah a while back. Because I never changed one thing on this thing. Which I had the church program software you guys if you wanted. I think I said it a while back, but my other ones had several ones. This one I got for $12. This thing has all those bands built in. These are from like North Carolina stations, but they do work in Tennessee. I can't go into CB right now in this weather right now because they're on the Hammy Ham bands, but GMRS is working. Like here, guys, all the way out in Knoxville. Most I can hear a lot of them on GMRS out here. These are on the 2 meter bands or probably 7 centimeter bands. I know you guys might not like this, but this is during our power outages right now. We just had it since 5 o'clock this morning, and they've been storming all night, but yeah, it stopped around between 1 o'clock last night for the storms. And it started around 5 in the morning right now. I was just checking the Hammy bands, what's going on, because everything's been out for the last half hour. Just want to let you guys know, but we'll be on a little bit later. But yeah, they were talking about that in my area on the Hammy Ham bands.
Gordon, Murray, Pickett.
And
Your daylight time is...
there was like somebody up in the airport road that's on the plateau. That's out by the airport up there. Way up there. That's like maybe 5 to 8 miles away. So they were talking about the plateau actually breaks up the storms up there. That's what I was getting. So yeah, I'm monitoring the stations of what's going on out here today. So we're probably going to get any more guys talking, but we're going to check the GMR stations. The GMRs are working up here pretty good. See, you guys come on channel 8. They were on 20 minutes ago, I guess. I haven't heard anybody yet. So we need an FRS repeater somehow. So people have cell phones, but cell phones are still working good. But some... Oh, what's that noise? These guys can keep... They're 4 miles away. Pretty bad radios they have out there. Both things don't have that bad radio conditions. It's the original UV-5R. Because I had to swipe out batteries a while ago on these things. This is my little baby I had put on. I actually showed this a while back. Who's this guy? Probably there's a repeater somewhere. Don't know what these channels are, but I have these programs from North Carolina, but they're almost the same thing on some of these things. They do work on some of these places I have with these things. But this guy can't, it looked like a guy was a firefighter that had this. So that's how I got this for $12 off of Amazon. Sometimes they'll come with like this when you buy them. I was just checking what's going on in the area, but we've been out of power for the last 45 minutes. See, this is what I'm going to tell you guys. But I have CBs ready to go in here, no problem. I have plenty of walkie-talkies. But you can't, you probably can hear them in the morning, but right now, the only people beyond that radio will be truckers and probably mostly channel 26 my area. Or a lot of guys are on the free band channels up and all the way to Oak Ridge. Those guys you probably be able to hear.
www.weather.gov. Weather out. The severe.
Easy we should be using GMRS, that's what I'm saying. GMRS is still active in this area, but you hear them. But these guys probably went out there to do a coffee break. CB's more active than here, but they're pretty active on this channel. They should be using FRS a lot, but a lot of them are using GMRS. And sometimes, when I lived in Utah, there was a lot active on FRS stations. Probably FRSs are mostly in areas like that. Cause I heard some guys on GMRS a while ago on channel 8 in my area. I guess they all went out to do their work breaks. A lot of times you'll hear them on GMRS in my area. So I heard them on GMRS about 20 minutes ago, but GMRS is pretty active. So they're on channel 8. Depends on the repeater in the morning. And they're mostly on the ham-to-ham bands. But these are the 2-centimeter bands. off repeaters. Could be he was way out there. Cell phones are still working, but I'm telling you, imagine a situation I have no power, but CB will work, but that's why I need to build one of those battery systems. Like a power bank, but which I have power banks in the house I can go to. I have flashlights, but just imagine a situation like that. Think about it, guys. I know I was checking because we lost power out of here for the last half hour. See a situation like that, but the CB will still work if you put it in a solar panel or a battery thing, which I don't have a car battery for the CB, but I have a solar panel for it too, where I was going to build a repeater a while back for an FRS and MERS. That would be quite good to make one of those. Just most of you can use their FRS radios on it when they talk on it. Something like that would be nice. They should put something like that, like an FRS and a MERS repeater at the same time. Put it on top of one of those big mountain areas, and people could use their FRS radios down the valley, and probably can get a communication at least 20 miles out. Maybe people will talk to each other 20 miles out that way. But the CB is probably the best thing right now, because it's probably the more active on the truckers channel. Though you have better chances of talking to those guys on the CB, and a lot of times, even on the hand bands you can talk, but the best chance is
Fort Mountain State Park, NM. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. If you see wind damage, hail or flooding, wait until the storm has passed, and then call the National Weather Service toll-free at 1-866-7-634-466 or tweet us your report at NWS Atlanta. A tornado watch remains in effect until 1 Tornado watch number 216 remains in effect until 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for the following counties in Georgia: Bartow, Catoosa, Chattooga, Cherokee, Fanning, Floyd, Gilmer, Gordon, Murray, Pickens, Polk, Walker, and Whitfield. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. What minor flooding is occurring? Where? Holly Creek near Chatsworth. When? From this morning until further notice. Impacts: at 10 feet, flood stage is reached. Minor flooding begins in the most.
You know, I've got my radio on me. Civil.
Tell you guys what the time is right now. Let me give you the clock on right now. It's 7:01 right now. So just make sure you guys confirm that time. So my phones are both working right now. And mostly, you keep your screen time quite low during power outages. Your phones won't burn up a lot of your batteries that way. Let's see. Okay. What happened to that poor guy? He left out of there? People are trying to find out what's going on out there. The only thing you can see on the internet and mostly radio. Oh, we got something. Well, this guy's probably way out there with his radio. Man, that guy's in bad conditions. Those are repeaters hitting off a tower or a GMRS repeater. That's on a GMRS radio, guys. Sometimes it happens like that. Could be the construction workers. Sorry, yeah, it would just give me some activity. You guys heard that while ago. I showed you on video, but when I heard that guy was talking about the power outages, he was getting pretty good on the plateau. Wait, come on.
Yeah, thank you so much. Speak Edward as well. This is Chattanooga 32 WSAB 703. This will be my final, and I'll be noble and modern. Same here. Chattanooga 114 WSAB 614. Noble and modern.
So this guy's about 60, 70 miles away from her. He must have a repeater off somewhere. They have repeaters in this area. They have them all over the place on these mountains. Most of the repeater could be at least about 2 miles from here, 5 miles away, depends. These guys don't talk very much out there because, believe me, people...
Out really well. Didn't get a single drop of rain last night. Right then when I was...
Well, he's like picking out these guys. It's probably the repeaters even off those guys far away. See, that's what I'm talking about, a situation like that.
I really hope it's
Probably.
in the car and things like that, and the truck for all that goes. And you don't want to have to go through all that hassle out there.
Let me try justice. Oh, it's crazy.
Why I made a dolly for all my solar panels so that when the hail comes in, it's easy for me to put them under cover because hailstones will shatter those panels pretty easily.
Let's agree on that one. Yeah, they can break solar panels.
I would guess they would. You know, I've always wanted after building this cabin to build just I guess what you would call well, it's not a garage because it's open on all four sides, but it's almost like a pole barn, but just to park under, and something to match the cabin. But so far, it's never come to fruition, and we've had a couple of bad storms over the past 10 years, and every time it happens, I sort of grin and bear it. But you don't want to see your cars get pummeled.
Well, the smart thing about solar panels,
Sir, I
plexiglass
understand.
on them.
I have two of those, and
One of them, I keep my generator, my log splitter. It's where I can put my solar panels under and keep one of my bikes parked under. And it's a nice thing to have for protection for weather.
Make a plexiglass solar panel. That's what you do. And the hailstone won't break it.
You know, for the most part, we do make it through up here. I actually have had some storms before, not to the cars, but to the house, and you know, hail coming in sideways. I caught a window one time and broke the window. But you know, it's Mother Nature. Again, grin, bear it, and deal with the after effects.
I understand. Well, I'm in the middle of taking care of my morning chores. I just heard you and wanted to give you a shout out, give you an update on the weather situation overnight here. Dana, you have a wonderful day, sir. We'll talk to you later. Enjoyed the conversation this morning. This is WSBV 753, Alabama 22. We'll be quick.
Let's check another station, see what happens. And a lot of information you guys can hear, but they probably hear all on the West, DRS too, but most of these guys are out of Chattanooga, mostly Knox I'm hearing. And mostly some of my area you guys can hear. Depends on your antenna. This is like doing an indoor situation. That's why I got these a while back. Because the Bowpings used to be very cheap when they first came out. The new ones probably do different. The Quancheng probably do better, but I don't know what kind of radio these guys are on. By Yusus, Kenwoods, you name it. I was just checking the information, what's going on in my area, but looks like they had a lot of bad weather, it sounds like. But I'll tell you guys, we had some bad weather this morning. Mostly all the wait.
2 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Indicated rain capable of causing minor flooding. Minor flooding is ongoing or expected. Change in weather conditions.
So if Dallas gets knocked out for a system for a while, you guys know what happened to him. Because they had a tornado hit over near Shelbyville, Tennessee, or it was near Manchester to the north. That's where the twister went. That's what I saw on the radar last night. So I sent it to our UDX guys to check it out. If you guys, maybe Wagon Master will find out. He knows exactly where Dallas is at. He ain't going to tell you, but he probably can get an idea of where it went. That super system, that cell, that will give you an idea where it will hit that area. And when you look all that stuff up on Dallas, you'll might be able to find out where it went. If it misses this area, it probably did. We haven't heard Dallas for a while, but we gotta be very concerned the guy's okay. But I'm telling you, he put a big tower not long ago. But I'm telling you, these tornadoes are more worse further south of me. But I'm pretty in an area where a plateau that protects the area where I'm at. And you know, like a wall, but it's like a 2,000-foot plateau in my backyard. And I live in an area that has lots of tree protection, so I should be okay for the Mako V5000. But you know, that's why I put those ropes on it a while back. And everybody should do it. It's Kevlar ropes. That's what I have here. And it did pretty good last night. It's bolted to the ground. That's why I put them on. They're like 4,000-pound tests on it, because they're 1,000-pound east, and one is like 1,500-pound tests on them. The highest to make is almost 2,000-pound Kevlar rope you can get on Amazon. I've seen. And I would recommend get that, but it's like a girl's hair ribbon type rope. My dad used to have this when he worked at a phone company for a long time. When he used to have it, he used to get that stuff for free when they actually use it on cable wire, and usually it will go bad for like less than a day, and they usually throw it out. My dad used to get a lot of that stuff for free or buy it at the store. And I bought some from the flea market in my areas and found some, and they sell it pretty cheap. For 1,000-pound test, it'll be fine. You can use those, but you can get more Kevlar rope at your local Lowe's and Home Depot. You can get a whole entire 100 foot of that stuff. But if you get some of that white rope, it comes in different colors. It looks like girls' hair. It's Kevlar type rope. You usually grab some of that stuff and use it on stuff like they use it on trees and stuff. Have used it on sailboats. My parents did in the Panhandle. Use it on logging on the farm a long time ago. My dad used it on his truck when he tie stuff down and towing things. Which some of this rope are from North Florida, and mostly it's from Utah. We had it a while back. My dad used to use it for ice fishing, all kinds of things, and towing cars. But this rope I have out there, it should last a long time. They don't go that bad. It's only when you pull it really stretching on things, but this will act like a spring. It can last many years to come when I have the Kevlar rope I have. And I paint it so it'll make it last longer when you paint it. I still got one on my wooden pole that's been around since 2022 and still holding up pretty good. But I know we can get it pretty cheap, like for $5 for a Kevlar. You can get it anytime, and a guy usually sells it. But if you guys find some of that Kevlar rope, get some for your antennas, for your beam antennas. And that's what's going to go on my beam antenna, my other Kevlar rope I have still. And usually it'll keep it from knocking out. Probably think I'm putting it on the boom or on the elements. I don't know. But at least it'll protect it during storms. And I'm telling you, yeah. We got something here. So that's when you need like a generator in the house or like a battery system for my CB radios. They'll be okay. Make sure they don't catch on fire like, like LiPo type batteries. They're like cell phone batteries. They do catch on fire during heat weather. Probably you can put fans in them, but trust me, those kind of batteries will catch on fire. Some don't. Especially car batteries don't catch on fire. Not the ones you get in your cars.
Cautious at night when it...
So nobody's active on the handy bands. They don't talk very much around here, but they do talk when probably going on their morning work and stuff like that. So I'm going to let you guys go. This is UDX 362, Foxman 362 waving on back. Over in East Tennessee, guys. I'm telling about. This is Foxman 362 World Radio on YouTube. I'm going to get this video out of here. And it's about 28 minutes. Sorry for taking your time, but we're in a power outage still right now. And the time is, let me check my time is right now. 7:15 right now Eastern time, but no power's out. It's been out since 6 o'clock right now. But think about all these people who are out of power outages. Probably some areas are not out, but it probably was from a tree that knocked out. Or something like that. Maybe we'll lay down for a while. I'm going to catch 390 Wagmaster a little later on YouTube. But hey, man, 390, if you see this video out there, or anybody out there, try to get a hold of Dallas, see if he's alright. Hope Dallas comes on the chat, maybe he'll be alright. But he got hammered last night where his area is. So, just want to let you know, he had a tornado sail to the north of his city where he was at. And it was coming up on top of him. Well, at least we got something. Cool. See? If you guys want this program, let me know that. But I think I sent it to you guys a while back. Because I don't know, but yeah, at least I got a chirp in my thing, but I have chirp for the system, but believe me, you'd be surprised. So I'm gonna let you guys go, but hope Dallas gets back on the air soon. But what happened to that poor guy? I don't know if the tornado hit him because there was actually, these were coming on top of, these were supercell thunderstorms last night. And these are the same cells that came from all the way from Oklahoma to Tennessee. We might be getting more of these soon next week. I hope not. But last night everything was survived pretty good. I checked it all out. No damage reports. I'll probably have to check later today. But these little cells came in this morning. But they talk about on the radio here a while ago. They said the plateau actually breaks up the storms where I live in this area. Yes, it's true. That 2,000-foot plateau breaks it up. It helps a lot. I'm like between a wall barrier. Some areas are not. But lucky I'm in the valleys right now. If I'm on that plateau, that's where the worst winds will be at. But in Utah, it's kind of different where you live because they have canyon winds. But, because I bet area has a lot of tree protection. I didn't hear any tree fall down. Mostly a lot of lightning I see flashes, and that's it. But some guy was talking about up here where he's up by the airport, up in where I live, near the Rockwood Harriman area. And they live up there all the time. And they told us to get power outages and stuff like that. That we're getting a lot of storms this morning. And he talks about it really helps when when it breaks up the plateau from the storms in my area. That's what they were talking about. So I was finding that out because they probably lived here for many years. So I'm in an area that has a lot of protection because it's good for my beam antennas and my Mako. Which I have a tree is near my radio room area, which has got good protection because all the leaves are growing on it now since either way. But yeah, I just hope Dallas is alright because Dallas just put that antenna out long ago because he just put that thing out several weeks ago. And mostly they had tornadoes heading right through the city. That's what I was finding out. But sometimes it can be like a small tornado. Sometimes it can skip along and stuff like that. Because Tornado Alley usually goes this far east, where I'm at in Tennessee. But they're called Dixie Alley. That's what it is. But all those people in Nebraska and in the Midwest took the worst. But we got pretty hammered this morning. My mom was kind of worried about the storms quite this morning. It was really bad because I knew it was coming because I was checking out on the local things, looking at stuff like that. There's also a YouTuber out there does the storm things on tornadoes and stuff, and he's got storm chaser friends out there you can see on video. So I send that one about Ryan Hall. You can check him out. And usually if you tell him about something in an area he could check out, he usually would. And if he tells you, they usually look at the stuff on the radar, and they do that stuff. Most of those weather people do okay, but sometimes you guys know how the weather is on those things. Because I always hate when they do that when they go to those stupid reality shows, and there's usually a storm happening. They should be on it right away. But sometimes they usually are on. But I check all the local Knoxville news and everything. Been all kind of crazy on those channels. Very good. We had little small cells right there. They probably had that big one a while ago. It was down near by Saudi Daisy, down toward Dayton. There was a big type supercell going through some area, getting flood areas. And we're lucky that thing missed us. We had a lot of thunderstorm came here this morning, but we had a small one to the east of us. And it just went right through it very quick. But people are out of power in this area so far. Just wanted to let you guys know. We'll get it back on soon. So it's been kind of a long night, but I was laying down for at least a couple hours. So I'll be alright. But I'll be able to catch 390's Wagon Master later on live stream and OTR this weekend. But just want to tell Dennis out there, OTR, we had a lot of bad weather out there. So I showed him those little bands. So maybe you get an idea what these are. But we need to make sure Dallas is alright. We're concerned about that guy. Because they got hammered last night when I saw on the local YouTube channel on Ryan Hall. They were showing the radar maps and the local news thing. So I think he's probably okay, but believe me, you guys got to check on Dallas, see if he's alright, guys. Just want to make sure he's okay because they had some massive tornado weather to the west of Manchester, out near Shelbyville. And they had a video of it where the tornado went. But I just want to let you guys know. This is why I had to put ropes on my antenna, because I told you. The Smoky Mountain skip chasers do not understand about this stuff because mostly they will lose their antenna in these kind of conditions with these storms. Some will not. That has happened there, and when snowstorms came, they lost the antennas by bending the metal on the top of the antenna. Usually I'm saying. But if you live in an area that doesn't have them all the time, that's pretty good. But Usually, at least I put something on the Mako so it acts like a spring when I made it. You know, like when you tie on boats and stuff, like a spring when it pulls around. That's something like I did like that. But you want to use cowwire rope on it. Make sure it's not on the ground ratios. If it's not on the ground ratios, your SWRs won't go up. You don't put your rope on a 5/8 waves not on ground ratios or any like duct tape. Especially guys who live in tornado alley areas, use something like that on your antenna, not on the ground ratios. So you can put it on the middle of the antenna, make sure it's light, you can tie it pretty hard, and usually it'll act like a spring from bouncing around a little bit. It keeps the antenna from blowing it too hard, that's why I made it that way. So it's doing good. So I'll catch you guys later. Just want to give you guys an idea what the radio source was like today. And I was monitoring the bands because we're during a power outage right now. So I'll catch you guys later. This is UTX 362, Foxman 362, World Radio on YouTube. So hope we get our power back on soon. And catch you guys later. And we'll bring out some videos sometime soon.